Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, beautiful people. It is lovely to see you. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to another game dev review with the Pied Piper. That's me. Hope y'all are doing well. It's been a very productive Sunday for me. I was able to go shopping and get some stuff for chores. I went to a craft market and I got some cute stuff, including the highlight probably of the craft market, a cute little crochet sleeping Kirby. I absolutely love him. Smurf Daddy, hello, welcome on in. So we got this guy. He is super cute. If you play like Kirby's Dream Course, I feel like you see this guy a lot when you like run out of energy. I went with like 30 euros in my pocket and was like, that's all I'm gonna spend. And then a bunch of places were accepting card and I probably spent like 60 euros. So, you know, not horrible. I feel like I probably could have done like one of those like the like Insta TikTok things, which is like, how much money are you gonna spend? And it's like 30 euros. And it's like at the end, like 60 euros. But yeah, I got that, got some honey, got some vermouth, got a snack and breakfast. I've been kind of feeling like crap the last 2 days. My like stomach turned yesterday and then I've been super headachy all day. I like got Pedialyte, chugged that, had like a bunch of water, had caffeine, ate food, ate more food, drank more water, ate more food, took Excedrin, took Tylenol. I think we're finally like okay. I can like feel it hanging out. And then yeah, after the market, I have an oil leak in my car that I can't find, and a mechanic told me like a while ago that they're like, we can't find it because it's like the leaks. Not that the leak's so bad, it's just been going on for so long that the like engine bay is just so dirty that it's really hard to identify where it is. So I spent like 2 hours just like scrubbing this oil out of my like engine bay, and I was like coated, and I think I got most of it off pretty good. So now I'm just gonna like let the car run for like over the next like week or two, and then once like we lift it again, we should be able to find out where the oil leak's coming from and be able to replace the gasket or the part or whatever is causing the leak. Or hopefully, I will say like the oil pan was a little stressed, so I'm hoping it's not any of the stress lines from there. I mean, an oil pan replacement's really not that bad. It's like a handful of screws and it's pretty easy. I've done it before, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been a pretty productive day, and then been working on some stream stuff, updating some stuff. For those who don't know, I'll be on a break next week for admin stuff. So admin stuff includes like updating our games played Excel sheet, which actually I did today, uploading VODs, updating bots, updating the schedule, doing stuff like that. So I take a week off every month just to kind of like try and stay on top of that and be able to do all that, which should be good, and able to go on and be able to move forward. So all right, good stuff. All right, I think we got it all. And then Smurf Daddy, are you one of the devs for today, just so I can get a little insight to make sure, or are you just hanging out because you'd love to see some cool stuff? So welcome in. We're playing 3 games today. We're playing Book and Horn from Dawn from the Play My Game Reddit Discord server, Oprost also from the Play, and then I got a DM from a game dev slash streamer Discord where my information's been going around, so they DM'd me a little while ago. So we'll be playing their game, and then if you're interested, we'll be going over all of that as well. So we'll be starting with Book and Horn and going over everything. If you guys haven't been here in a while, I have updated the slideshow a little bit. I think after during the admin week, Thunder Punch Studio, hello, welcome on in. One of the things I'm going to be doing is probably changing this to make it a little bit quicker, because we do go over this 3 times because of how the VODs work. but then also just to kind of like make things a little bit clearer and try and have some better relationships with some devs. So I'll probably be moving into like Google form submissions, just to help with like transparency and make this process a little bit easier. Without further ado, let's start this off. Alright, so today's stream agenda, what we're going to be doing, first we'll be starting with our expectations, first with me, then of you as devs. We'll be going over my grading criteria, the game expectations of today, the genre expectations, my flagship game experience. So we'll go over the schedule, we'll give the game a fair chance, we'll then grade it using the video game review toolkit, and then we'll repeat 2 more times for other 2 games, and then we'll rate over to a beautiful human being. So what you can expect from me, if you guys are here, hopefully you already knew this, but I always provide honest and candid feedback. I'll provide you suggestions to make your game better, so I'm not just going to sit here and tell you that your game's bad. I'm going to tell you why your game's bad and how you can fix it if that's the case, or I'll tell you that your game's great, but it could be even better if you just did a few small things. I always add my speedrun perspective, and it's one of the things that will grade your game on. For those who don't know, I currently have 5 world records. I've submitted over 80 runs. I've also performed at AGDQ 2025 and at Hidden Heroes, which is a GDQ hotfix. I provide a deep perspective on gaming. For those who can see in the bottom right of the screen, we've actually played 178 games on Twitch, of which we've beat 103 of them. I have over 1,400 achievements on Steam. I've been gaming for over 25 years. I give all games a fair attempt. That's usually about 1 to 2 hours. If it's a roguelike or a demo, usually we get through those at least one playthrough to be able to provide that, or once we feel that we get a good feel of the game. Then all devs, you'll have access to the VOD and the video game review toolkit indefinitely. How VODs work is that they'll be kept on Twitch for 60 days. After that 60 days, they'll go over to my VOD channel, which is the Pie Piper VODs over on YouTube. There's the link there in chat as well. That should still work. And then the video game review toolkit, I update that every week, and that's how we're going to be grading your game. So you'll have access to that. So all my notes and everything else are in there. So if you have any issues or questions about it, you can go back and reference that to hopefully make your game better. What I expect from you guys is patience. So it's going to take time to upload videos to get to your game and more. For those who are unaware, I do work full time. My average work week is anywhere from like a short week for me right now is like 40 hours. My average week is about 50 to 70 hours of work. On top of that, I'm also pursuing my bachelor's degree, and with that I have finals this week. So I'm taking multiple courses, so I spent a lot of time doing that. And I'm also streaming and running a like 80 and like 2 different Twitch communities. So with that, a lot of my time is very occupied, so stuff's just going to take time, so please have patience. I expect humility and non-combativeness. Please, I want you to release a great game. I'm not attacking you or your character. This is just my perspective, so please don't try and argue without my feedback. Just say thank you, or if you have questions you can ask those, but please don't try and fight me. Try and invalidate my experience with your game. Communication, too long didn't read. I had this whole thing, but basically don't ghost me. And then no backseating, right? If you want true, real feedback, please do not backseat. It taints the experience and review. Please wait until I directly ask for feedback. There might be a chance where I kind of like ask in the ether, like, what am I supposed to be doing here? If you've identified yourself as a dev, definitely appreciate it, and I'll like call you out by name if I do need that help, and then also just like take that into consideration as you move into the next version of your game. And then tech assist links and more, please provide everything I need to do your game before the scheduled review date. I give almost all devs about a month to 2 months heads notice because of how our schedule is currently built, so that should be plenty of time to be able to get it. And then of course, please be present. That way if there's in-game crashes or major bugs discovered, we're able to work through those together so we can get a review. So now to the good stuff. How do I review games? First, we start all games with genre, so we're going to talk about what you say your game is, what I think your game is, and whether or not your game fits within that genre. If it does fit within that genre, the next thing that we're really going to be talking about is expectations versus innovation. So did you just take your favorite game and reskin it, or have you actually taken something that you love and then actually put your own twist onto it, making it something unique, right? If you're a precision platformer, did you just take Celeste and reskin it, or did you take kind of like the inspiration of Celeste and then add to it and make it different, where it's clearly inspired but not just a copy? We then grade it on the art. Art is graded into basically 2 subcategories. it's really 4 subcategories, but those are split into like 2 subcategories. One is going to be about conveyance, which that idea is how well are you conveying your ideas, first emotionally, and then also how easy is it for me to see it, right? Do I know what I'm supposed to be doing? What's the readability and functionality within it? The next part that we're going to be really grading on then as well is going to be that style, consistency, and technical execution. So that's basically if your game was uploaded to guessthe.game, the daily word game, the daily like Wordle type game where they take 6 screenshots of your game, would I be able to say, hey, that this is the same game through all 6 screenshots with that consistency? And then is the style and technical execution unique enough that it's very easily identifiable? We then grade on gameplay, which is basically how fun is your game. And then, like I said, we're going to finish off with how speedrunnable is your game. Some games are more speedrunnable than others just by their genre alone. However, the big thing is a lot of games, if you guys aren't currently looking at speedrun communities, I highly do recommend that you look at them and build your games a little bit for them. You get, immediately you get communities built into it, you get playtests built into it, and you get a community that's dedicated to like really enjoying and finding your game throughout and being able to do that. I am not streaming Buzz Wars today, Smurf Daddy. I think my schedule might have changed a little bit. We'll be streaming the 3 games that are in it. So, Book and Horn, Op Roast, and then we'll be going through the schedule here in a little bit. I'll show you. So this is how we grade it. This is the video game review toolkit. These are the 16 subcategories that we have. So our first game of the day is Book and Horn. Book and Horn is a cozy lane defense alchemy game where a witch and her half-demon student must protect their cauldron from creatures drawn to the brewing magic. So what I consider this is probably a roguelike strategy game. I'm thinking it's going to be turn-based-esque. So how that works is we're kind of looking at like core ability builds. So how are we doing this? What are our synergies, trade-offs? What are we collecting? How are we managing it? Roguelike structure. So we're talking run-based progression, randomization, permadeath. Then progression meta. For like technically meta progression's optional. I usually talk about roguelikes roguelites versus roguelikes, and kind of like talking about what that progression meta looks like in both of those and seeing if it fits for your game within that. I think that it should be, but it helps broaden in that long-term variety if you have other things, and also incentivizes your players. Then decision making and strategy. This is probably the core of any game like this. So we're talking about health, energy, relics. Player must make trade-offs. You must have meaningful choices. So that's gonna be map routes, events, shops, all force tough but rewarding decisions. Like, do I save my money now or do I spend it? Replayability, variety in runs, unpredictable in skill expression. So players should feel that smart. Like you should feel smart and play matters more than luck as you go through it. And then combat system, turn-based and tactical, scale, pacing, feedback, and then atmosphere and presentation, theme, flavor, readability. Does it all fit together? Do the relics and everything reflect the game world? Is it gothic horror like Inscription? Is it fantasy adventure like Slay the Spire? It should all fit together. So what's like a flagship game when we're talking about roguelike strategy? For me, especially specifically when we're talking about roguelike strategy and lane defense, the big game that I've been playing a lot of that I really do think lines up with it is Shogun Showdown. So Shogun Showdown is really fun. If you haven't played, I highly recommend it. I've put almost 67 hours into it. I've almost 100%ed it. The last like 2 achievements are just like eluding me, and I've done multiple session days with all characters. I haven't beat the final boss yet. I've met the final boss like 9 times. I'm just having issues getting over it, but I do think it's really fun. So when I'm like grading this game, this is going to be kind of what I'm comparing it to. And then this is our current schedule. So Buzz Wars right now, Smurf Daddy is scheduled for the 22nd of March. The schedule did get moved around a little bit. The best way to keep up with my schedule is following me on Blue Sky. I post my schedule every Monday, so that way you guys can see what's going on the week. You can follow me at Blue Sky at thepipepiper.social.bluesky, or you can follow our team page and community page at Blue Sky at you're still a Twitter scrub? Yeah, we fully left Twitter. And then also usually I post if you're in the r/ I'm in there, and then these are usually up to date, so you can always check the VODs on Sundays and kind of like scroll and find these areas. And So yeah, next week will be admin week, and then the 15th we're doing Orba, which will be playing on the Steam Deck, Clerks and Quirks, and Myria, and then the 22nd Aqua de Amor, Buzz Wars, War on Politics, and the 29th Drax After Dusk, Game Changer, and Nuclear Lizard. The 19th and 26th of April, just gonna put this out now, are up in the air as I may be traveling for work during that time. So that's still up in the air, and I will keep you all abreast as those situations evolve. As always, if you're interested in me reviewing your game, please shoot me an email or hit me up on Discord or join our Discord, especially if you guys are interested in helping us save the oceans and do charity streams and help other players, or if you're looking for other streamers, it's a great place for that. You can always find me on YouTube and on Instagram. And then I do always want to shout out, I am a pod creator for Games for Waves. Games for Waves is a whale and dolphin conservation program which connects streamers and game developers together. So if you have an ocean-based game, or like as fish and you're up chatting DLC to your game that includes a custom skin or item that's whale or dolphin themed, or even something ocean themed, then maybe you should partner with Games for Waves. They've collaborated with hundreds of studios, publishers, and developers on loads of exciting games, downloadable content, sales promotion, raising more than £4.7 million so far, and helping boost sales for their partners by up to 451%. And they're excited to do more. We did find a dev through this process, and we were able to get them connected with Games for Waves, and so far they've been able to be featured on their website, on their mainstream platform, and multiple pod creators like myself have played the game on stream now, helping share that and then also providing that feedback and everything else. If you guys are interested in finding out more, please check out games.whales.org, or you can hit me up and I'll provide you as much information as I can as a pod creator. Without further ado, let's check out Buckenhorn. And thank you for that follow, friends. All right, let me get my notebook ready. I think I have it ready. Okay, one of the things I noticed, I want to see if it still happens, is earlier when I was testing this out, I noticed that the music stopped after like one playthrough, so just curious if that does it again, or if it's just like a one-off weirdness. That way we can try and catch any bugs or anything else that's in there. Does this have controller support? Yeah, so it gets weirdly quiet right here. And then I think it eventually restarts. Yeah, so it's a little weird. I'm just gonna take that as a no. Oh, I think this is the pen I've actually ran through, which I find pretty impressive. Music on title screen. All right. No controller support, it would seem. That's okay. All right. Let's check out our options. Let's check out some of our paused on book, auto mix. I don't know what that means. Full screen. Okay. Play demo. I like the little loading guy. Choose your mixture. Tonic of Aegis 1 lifts a fortified barrier that pushes all enemies away from the cauldron. Jar of Droplet 1 releases a bouncing droplet that stuns. And then we got right click and view stats. Okay. This is interesting. Long duration. Priority flying. Damage 6. Summons a small cloud that chases nearby enemies, hitting them with a light. That's a little hard to read. I thought it was a K at first. Hitting them with the lightning and briefly stunning them. I don't know what these things at the bottom mean. Fires multiple sparks forwards and targets the nearest enemies. I like this, right? Damage, some spark. Let's go with this. Alright, press QWE to put in the ingredients. hold left mouse button to charge. Oh, we're like... How do we... Do I have to memorize my... Oh, yeah. 3 rocks. Okay, I see. And then mix. Okay. I see what's going on. Okay. So we don't want another one. Well, we could upgrade this. Someone's a spike the nearest the ground. Okay, we could do this. That way we get 3 of those. Is there... Okay, we got like a lot going on. There's no quick way to like hit that? That's kind of annoying. Nice. There should be some quick way to hit that. That would be nice. Okay, I see. So this is how we're getting these. Okay, now we can choose something else. Summon a cat that helps gather additional... Yeah, let's get a cat. Sounds helpful. We just want to like create a bunch of these because like they'll auto do stuff, right? I think we can only have 10 of each. We got a kitty. Like shift, I think would make sense for this button. I don't know if that's actually doing anything without enemies being around. Oh, that guy's like struggle busting. What's up with this rat? New friend has followed. Thank you for the follow, friend. Appreciate ya. Welcome on in. Oh. Okay. So 2 of these, 1 of these. Hello, friend. I didn't realize I wasn't following you. I'm terrible. No, you're not. You're great. Appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. Are you done streaming? Did you just finish? Once I get a second, I will give you a shout out. Everybody go follow Morgan. They're great. Just want to stop and say hi after but I hope you're having an amazing stream. Appreciate you. Yes, I did have some plans this afternoon. Very fair. I hope they go well. Should we do some up? Oh, we don't have anything with the blues. All right. Appreciate you. Increase maximum. Oh, that's huge. I didn't even read that yet. What was this? This is it? This should just auto do something when like I've Oops. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna pause. Alright, some options for this I think would be really good. Is just auto at 3. Keep recipes visible. I think that there's a way to do that. Or at least like some quick access to them, because I think you can access them from like here, right? And it's like, I think that there's a quicker way to do that. Where it's just like you see them on the screen, which then works. I'm also kind of I could see the advantage of not doing that, because then you can like prep them, I guess, right? So it's like I can get this prepped for like when that guy is there. Nice. Fires multiple. Oh yeah, let me do that while I'm right here. Yeah, go follow Starlit Libra, y'all. They are wholesome. They are fun. They were playing Coral Reef. Coral Island. They also play Animal Crossing and other cozy games. So if you like somebody that just has good, wholesome energy and plays cozy games, definitely go check them out. Whoops. Oh, wait. That's what this button is, I think. Ah, okay. Maybe auto mix on by default. Okay, yeah, there we go, nice. That way we kind of got like stuff going on everyone. Wow, that fast guy just went by. Yeah, auto mix is way better. Oops, I missed. This doesn't hit him? Oh, it does. Okay. Whee! Oh, I did not read what that said. Okay. This is the backwards of this one, of this other one. Yeah. Okay. I keep getting mixed up anyways. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice. Nice. Increase the damage of a mixture for each root ingredient contained. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's get some capacity up. Nice. Nice. I feel like I don't get good control over this guy, to be honest. Ooh, cat upgrade, nice. Oh, I want the other guy. Why not? I feel like the cat should probably get these rats, you know what I mean? Increase the chance for all mixtures to steal. Okay, nice. More ingredients, damage. Yeah, we'll do damage, why not? Nice. Come on, both of them? Is there like, is this just forever? Is this because it's a demo? I feel like you need like waves or something, some sort of goal going on, you know? I think goals would be nice. I don't know what's going on with that like meter at the bottom either. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, what we got? Ooh, one of each. And it's a knockback? That's cool. Come on. Yes, I think we're gonna get a lot of good stuff for this. Nice. Nice, and then he should get a good comeback. Come on, yeah, nice. birds. All right. Ooh, that's new. Okay. I might actually have that one. I might not have realized it. Something helpful. Whoops. Okay, the Jan. Yeah, so I was looking at it. Originally it was going to be, but I was just kind of like looking at the week, and it made more sense to take next week off. Because I take like the first week off of the month, and like starting on March 1st just kind of made it weird. So I ended up deciding to take next Sunday off. Because it would also make the schedule weird, because like we'll be doing... we got movie night going on Discord on Wednesday, and that's it. But it's like it felt weird just to like do a whole schedule with just a Sunday on, because I do my schedule starting on Monday. So I've kind of like moved it where it's like it's the first full week of the month is what I've doing. We're still figuring out. New year, new schedule, figuring stuff out. But appreciate you coming back. Launches homing bullets. Oh yeah, that's good. I need this guy to be doing some stuff. Let's get us a new thing. Do some of that. Let's slow some stuff down. Get some new... Nice. But I really want some stuff and increases damage. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. What was this? Oh, no. Was it this way? What was that one? 2 and 1. Gotcha. Push everybody back a little bit. Alright, now we got some actual skills going on. Let's do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of this. Nice. Whoa there. Stay back. Okay, I think I'm gonna get some items as well. Okay. Oh, I missed the other guy. Uh-oh. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay. I do like this one. I do like the freeze. Love your reviews. Keep it up. Appreciate ya. Alright, we should be able... Ooh, yeah, we got some good items. I have money, and I don't know what that's for. Alright, give me some good stuff. Nice. Come on, both of them? Nope. Okay. One of each. This auto mix was huge. Oh, that guy was so cool. I just don't have my friend here. This one should do that for that guy. Alright, summon cat. Do we want more kitties? Actually, probably. Because we have not been... Alright, prioritize that. Do that. That way they don't get near me. Come on, 3. Nice. Nice. Slow some stuff down. Do that. Get this guy aimed up. Let me get both. Nice. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Oh, only one at a time. Okay. Ooh, I like that guy a lot, actually. We should get a lot of those going. Oh! Ah, we were too slow. on, 3. Nice, 21. That's huge. That's huge. We do like, wow, that's already at 4. Are we using this one a lot? Is this the wall? No, that's a bouncing droplet. Yeah, we'll do this guy. This game is called Hook and Horn. How's everybody's Sunday going? Yeah, I really like this. Come on, lots. Not bad. That prioritizes flyers, right? Okay. That guy, prioritize flyers. Put some walls up for us. Slow everybody down. Nice. We'll do a little bit of that. Get some of those going for us. Come on. Oh, we missed that guy. You really start memorizing these patterns pretty quickly. I do think that this shooting's a little off because of where your hands actually want to be. And I do think that they generally make sense, like how each one was kind of like what it is. Ooh, reinforced and increase the cauldron's maximum health. Now I'm like, sure. We haven't taken any damage yet, but we never know what's gonna happen. This bar is when our things show up. That's what we're learning. We can also get upgrades from talking to these. I don't know what's going on with that ghost. It's freaking me out. Freaking me out. Okay. This is what I want. I'm trying to get our... Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, those do attack, which is pretty huge. Nice. Oh, reinforce the stand again, do more damage. Ooh, we got lots of options. Probably roots. I still haven't been able to get one of those really fast birds. I would like to. Ew. I don't know who's burping, but I don't like it. Come on. Ooh. Okay, we got an immediate upgrade. Ooh. Ooh, magic. Increase the critical damage multiplier. Apply to all mixtures when critical hit occurs. Yeah, we don't have any of these. I would like a supply basket, but this is pretty good. Okay. Do this. Just slow him down. If we do like this. Oh my goodness. Come on! Oh, we missed him completely. Come on! Oh man, we missed that upgrade too. That's sad. Oh, we still have a chance to get it. Nice. Ooh, more cat companions, always helpful. But I think we want to do our criticals. The cloud's like one of the best. Come on! Oh my goodness, I feel like that was unfair. I feel like we should have got him. Every now and again, I see this guy, I'm like, oh crap. Nice. Ooh, That's a new one. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. Lots of stuff. Oh, oh my god, you are terrifying. Yeah, let's do those. Get rid of the birds. Alright. Nice, get a little bit something. Alright. Our criticals are going to be kind of insane. Whoops, this is the one I want to do. Trying to get both those like crazy flyers out of our way. Yeah, supply baskets, definitely what we want. Get those up. This, oop, this one. I do like that you don't have to do it in order. That's nice. Okay, Drew. I'm sorry, did you just get through my defense? That's not cool. Ooh. Pro pin, increased chance for all mixture steel, critical hit. Yeah. That's what we want. Because we're gonna do a lot of damage now. And so it's like, with a lot of damage, or our criticals are gonna give us a lot. And so with that, we want our, oh, we got lots of those guys. Okay. Come on, yes, we got both, I think. Nice, dude. Wow, we only got one upgrade for that, though? That's kind of cool. Uh-oh. Oh, everything froze weird. Yeah, get us some more crows. Incoming intruder, holy cow. Okay, is this like the... Oh no, he's hot! Leora, the cute catastrophe. Yeah, moo, dude. Oh, whoa. Malo is doing nothing. Malo has an 80% chance to block any when the mixture is made. Malo has 30% chance when you press jump again while in midair. Malo perform. I've never done jump again while in midair, so I feel like that's good. Okay. Maybe that was bad. Maybe she helps. I don't know. Oh, I do not like these guys existing. Okay, we're getting a little bit of something. Uh-oh. Okay, what do we want? Knockback enemy. Oh, yeah, this one's huge. Nice. I don't know if you guys saw how close that was, but it was sweet. Get those going for us. Walls back up for us. These are really good. Nice. Oh yeah, get the cloud up for sure. I love the cloud. Ooh, and we get to have 2 of them now? Oh. Just like, oh boy. Push those away. Ew, ew, there's sounds. Nice. Ooh, improved dash. And nothing new, okay. Nice. Wind is approaching. I don't know what that means. Nice, we have so many things coming. Oh, that was scary. He's like up on us. Yeah, let's get some more supplies going. Yeah, that like causes some issues. There's so many birds. There's so much going on. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this guy's useful for sure because he slows him down. Oh boy. Oh, I missed the other one. Crap. Get the upgrade. Okay. Yeah, I would say auto at 3, default, clear round timers. Because it's just like, it kind of feels endless, and I feel like the rounds are too long. You want like quick progress. Like early on, like they can be this long longer. Yeah, I think for the ingredients thing, maybe like a favorites menu or something like that, to be able to get into it. I also think like clear root upgrade. They should be the same shape. It's a little weird that they're not. Like, I get what it's doing because it has the color, but why aren't they the same shape? Like, they should just be the same shape. Try and, like, get rid of that ambiguity behind it. Oh, yeah. The mouse movement's just weird. And then also just like clear enemies, because there sometimes you think that's like part of the aesthetic with like the rats or some of the other enemies. Now like the enemies are pretty clear, but early on it's kind of something that's a little weird just to be able to tell. So you can do like clear outlines or other things, but it's like when the rats look exactly like my cats, it seems a little hard to like tell the difference. Yoggles, what up, Gooch? Nice to see you. Oh, I need to be throwing this guy to be able to get some. Probably this one or this one. I think that this is probably gonna be better because we have so many like calculated things for our. Yeah. Ah. Nice. Wall up. How is your Sunday going? Oh, I missed. Oh, I almost missed everything. Hey, I feel like I Like this weekend really flew by. And I was like busy both days, like pretty occupied, pretty productive. And usually they say like if you want life to go slower to do like new things, and like having things makes it go slower because you're like nice. Because it's like when you're like looking back at it, you're like, oh yeah, I did this and this and this, so it like makes time feel like it went by slower. And even with all that stuff, it's like whoa. Just in case, yeah, we'll reinforce our stand. Nice. We've like taken no hits so far, which is pretty huge. What's that timer, that number at the top mean? 29. 29 what? Ooh. I don't really use that one. But we do use this. That's what I meant to do. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. I don't know if those cats are really helping, to be honest. Come on, nice. Nice. Ooh, nice. So many things. I guess we're on like round 31, is that what happened? Oh, I missed a thing. Alright, we'll get the cat just for funsies. Nice. Just because he was going to give us so much stuff, it was like, might as well just try and burn through it. He was going to give us 33 things. It was like, yeah, we're definitely getting it. We're definitely recovering whatever we need. Nice. I don't really know what the rain does for us. Nice. Whoa, that guy just went through the thing. That wasn't cool. So there are less birds around when it's raining. Oh, Jan. I'm glad you're reading. I don't know how I missed that. Gamers don't read. That makes sense. Maybe like an advisory, just because I'm dumb, or just like remind me every time. It might be reminding me every time, and my brain just ignores it. It's like, okay, rain, whatever. And I like move on and don't even think about it. And then, yeah. Imagine reading, I know, right? You wouldn't be a real gamer if you read. makes so much sense now. Yeah, let's get our supply basket up just because it's raining. I really was trying to figure that out. I'm like, why is there like sometimes a lot of guys and sometimes not a ton? Oh, I thought I was gonna get both. Uh-oh. Nice. Like oh, do the cats mean that we get more when we jump? Is that what's going on? Oh, I missed that guy by like a mile. Maybe not. Maybe just when it's raining. More birds appearing. Nice. Summon a cat that helps gather. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, the horns these are pretty good. I feel like just having a lot of this, but I feel like we're not. Wind approaching, more birds delivering. Wow, it says it. Yeah. I don't think I ever really noticed that there's words below there until you said something, Jan. Nice. Just since there's more birds arriving, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my goodness, how do we miss that other one? What do we want? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Thorns are pretty good. Now rain approaching, less birds delivering. Yeah, I really didn't even notice that at all. And it does show every time. I literally wrote maybe I should say that every time. And it does. It just needs to be a little clearer. Maybe at the bottom or something. Ads are starting all soon, y'all. Get our upgrades. Nice. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's still at 3? Yeah. Getting upgrade. Wow, 7. Dead, look at that. That's wild. Whoa, get away from us. I don't like when they get close. Oh, that did a lot. Woo! More birds delivering. Oh, we can go crazy now. Hurry back, dude. How do I get the upgrades for that guy? That's what I really want. Okay. Or like he runs back quicker. There's so many birds. Oh my goodness. Less birds delivering. What? Upgrade. Oh, wow. That might be our first upgrade to these walls. Oh, we missed that other guy. Weird stuff. Yeah, okay. Nice, we're really getting this, like, wall up all of a sudden. Whee! Alright. This one for sure, and then that one for sure. Because those actually, like, hit everything. Not everything hits everything, you know what I mean? Because these only hit on the ground. Oh, jeez. Huh. Okay. Hold on, I gotta forward this. Alright. Oh, my fingers were off. We're okay. Alright, wind. More birds. Nice. I'm just trying to get to like one more boss, and I think we've got this game pretty understood. Alright, Alright. Why does that happen? Oh yeah, what was that, like, thing after the boss called? Like, Demon Corridor or something? That was a little confusing. Alright. Why did that happen? Oh no. Why did that happen again? Okay. Oh, that's good. Get one of those going. Posture check, you gremlins. Oh, I overled that guy. Probably more of these. Okay, incoming intruder, 40. So like every 20 we get one? Yeah, maybe every 10. Or maybe like 5, 10, 15, 20. And then it's the same one? Okay. Wow, yeah, these are confusing. When Mallow, is that who we are? So when Mallow gathers ingredients. Oh, that's our guy. Oh. And the mixture is made or replicate the mixture. Oh. Okay. Well, I think, yeah, so those are his upgrades. Okay, I see. I see. When you press jump again while in Mayor or Mallow perform a ground slam that deals damage. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and then we can empower. That's where money comes in place. Can I use money anywhere else? Only with him. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think we got a pretty good grasp of this game, to be honest. I don't really think playing more is going to do a lot for us. Wow, the moon is behaving differently. What's that mean? Blood mode. Oh, more enemies. Okay, so there's a little bit more stuff added. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I am going to quit. And we're gonna kick over to our game. Our video game review toolkit. Ba-doop boop, ba-doop boop, boop. Oh crap, that short URL doesn't work. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. We'll have to fix that. Wow. What the heck? Why is this being dumb? Where's my big sensor? I think I have a good one. Yeah, we're just gonna quick sensor real quick. Don't worry about this. I just need to change accounts real quick. There we go. Alright, get a little zoom in going so we can actually read some stuff. Alright, and we are going to replicate, duplicate. And that was called Book and Horn. Book and Horn. Alright, Book and Horn. We'll start by going through our guide. So right at the top, art style consistency. I think that the art style is really cute. I think that you do a really good job at having like the pixel art and like the zoom ins and the characters. I think overall it's mostly readable within that. But I do think like if you took screenshots throughout this, like you're able to tell that there's some readability issues, but we'll go into that with the next one. So overall, I do think that's unique. I do think that's recognizable. I do think that's consistent throughout. So I think you're really doing a great job on that. Readability, functionality, I had some issues with some early enemies, specifically like the rats, because they look a lot like the cats. Some of the enemies do some weird stuff, and I don't really understand. Like, it's hard to read. There's a bit functionality, like weirdness with like experience bar, and also like how to use the money and like where that is placed into it. So there's like some issues with that. There's some readability with the upgrades as well, and then even some like understanding with the birds maybe. That I think can all be like added as well. I do think that like maybe like monster lexicon maybe could be cool. So I think that that will all help. So I think it's mostly readable with some clarity issues. Overall, when it comes to like art and like conveyance and what you're doing into it, of like how it goes into it, I think that we have like, it's serviceable. I think it's moderately immersive. I do think that we're missing some story things. I do think that like it's kind of trying to tell itself, but not fully. And so I think that like we're having a few issues there. I do want to share, and I do think that Twitch has an ability to do a short link, maybe Maybe, or I meant Discord, but I guess not. Or Google Sheets. That way we could update this real quick before I forgot. Oh, what? When I look up that command, it doesn't have the short URL. That's weird. I don't... What? It's like auto making a short URL. That doesn't work. What? That's so weird. I don't understand. What? Aha. Somehow I have two commands. One called VGRT and one called Video Game Review Toolkit. One that has the thing and one that has... That's weird. And it's weird that doesn't come up. There we go. That was bizarro. Stream Elements is supposed to like catch that. But yeah, if you're interested in looking at this, there you go. That's crazy. Yeah, I think it's missing a little bit atmosphere story-wise. What's going on? What's our goal? What's our objective? What are we building into it, getting into it? And then technical execution, I think overall, like, there was nothing, like, I didn't notice any crazy glitches. There was a little bit of weirdness with some of the enemies. So overall, I think it's, like, really good. I think it's very competent. Very minimal polishing is needed. It's really good. When it comes to the gameplay, I think core loop engagement, I think at the beginning it's like pretty satisfying and everything, but it gets pretty boring pretty quick. Especially with like yeah, you get like the little like timer thing, but it's like you don't really see like clear new like starts and finishes. I think that like 20 rounds is a long time between, and then even then you don't really see what's going on. The XP bar is a little unclear at the start, especially because you can get upgrades from the birds as well. So overall, I think it's like, I think it needs some work. Controls and responsiveness, I think overall are pretty good. I was having some issues when using the mouse to like launch the guy. I'd like end up being like way off screen. It overextends. I think it just needs to be a little bit slower. Maybe even an auto system where it's just like you hold left mouse and it auto moves. Because like having him move it, it just like it goes really extreme, which makes it a little bit hard. Challenge and balance, I find it like honestly like if you look at like one, it's like too easy. I'd say it's generally fair, but I think that there's I do think that as is it's a little too easy. I think what we made it 40 levels with maybe in like one hit if that. So I do think that needs a little bit build up. And I think if you make those shorter, where like you have like a 5, then like a 15, and then like a 25, where like it builds where like you have to last longer, or the enemies get harder or something, you're able to make it harder quicker. I think the big hards happen, making like the big bads have to go through 20 levels makes it very difficult, or very like difficult to ramp it up, which makes it very easy because you're just kind of, that's where the boring kind of comes into. So I think if like you really shorten like how long those rewards are into your bosses, and then being able to kind of like make that, I did have some readability functionality with like the demon art, and we'll put those all in our notes. Variety and depth, I think that there's some variety. Overall, not a ton. That's kind of where some of our boredom gets placed. So that's where we probably need the most amount of work. Overall, when we're talking genre fit for like a roguelike, roguelite, I do think that there's like, if we're like at the end of the day we're going heavy roguelike, because it's like maybe every time we do this, I think it would be nice to do this with like a core where like you're able to move in instead of it just being like straight off the game. So I don't know what you're kind of going to do, but it'd be nice to be able to like maybe have like a home start where like you have like profiles, and then at least you get to like build it where at least you feel not necessarily that you're unlocking new things, but maybe new spells. Maybe one of the things I did write down that'd be kind of cool would be like a monster lexicon, probably like a potion book. That way you can like get some sort of accomplishment where it's like, okay, you've unlocked this many things, and then also an achievement system as well, where it's like go through the whole game without like upgrading this, or go like or go 20 rounds without doing this, and that's going to make it more interesting and more fun. I know that we're at a demo. I hope that these are some things that come into later, but I think that's where you're going to really see it. At a base game, I think that's just kind of like, I think it's more of an atmosphere and core thing, but at the end of the day, I think that you're doing like a mostly good job of like a roguelite strategy game. It's not necessarily turn-based. It's a little more on quicker, which there's not really a problem with. At the end of the day, you have the permadeath. There's no real routing. It's kind of like enemy spawns just kind of happen. So like with that, without the routing, you kind of move down into 3, but it is kind of like its own thing. So just like make sure you're going through. For player role and objectives, yeah, I think overall, I think it's, you got your 2 people, like a demon and a witch. I think you're kind of missing a little bit of the story that kind of will help define them. Progression systems, right? When we're talking roguelikes overall, you're unlocking new abilities. So for this, it's recipes, and then some upgrades as well. I think that fits well within it. I think it's pretty basic. I think it's serviceable. I would say it's maybe even a little bit above that. So pretty good. And atmosphere and tone, this is where I think that you're kind of having some like mismatch with like, does this feel like a roguelike strategy game? Does it feel like a cozy lane game? Like sort of. Maybe that's why it's boring, because it's supposed to be cozy, but like I think that's a hard part where it's like, I don't think cozy means boring. I think it kind of like, I get like low battery, but it's like, I don't know. I think that's kind of where you get into the hard part. Like, you don't necessarily want people panicked, but I also don't think you want them bored. So it's like, and then I think it's too involved to be cozy, because you have to like manage 2 different characters and how they interact, and you gotta manage your mouse and everything else. That kind of makes it difficult to like make it into either. So I think it's a general fit. For speedrun ability, this game as is, there's really no speedrun, because I really don't know what the end goal is. If you actually make it where maybe there's like a different, like every 5 or 10 where it's like very clear, maybe you get some options, maybe some routing, maybe something like that, and then a clear end goal, and then I would also say like where it's very clear how many enemies, that's where you're going to really be able to see your speed run, because then it's going to be different strats and ability based off what upgrades you get. And you can 100% speed run roguelikes and roguelites. Tons of people speedrun Slay the Spire, they speedrun Balatro. They're insane, but it's possible and able to do this. The world record for Slay the Spire right now is like 15 minutes. So it's definitely possible. So I'm not going to count like this game out being like it's not speedrunnable as like a roguelike type game. Hello, Delia. Welcome on in, beautiful. So I think that you like, it's possible, but like movement control and mastery we were able to get into. I do think that there's some solid tech, especially with like collecting your resources and being able to do some stuff. RNG, I think that there's some RNG. I think it's overall manageable though, so I'll give that like a 4 right now. I think that the notable tech is going to really be built into which upgrades you're getting, how you're doing your when you're going for upgrades, how you're collecting your stuff, and then what kind of recipes you're going for. So I think that there's definitely some notable tech. And then with routing, there's really no routing available at all. Overall, a 73%, which honestly isn't too bad for an early demo. So where I have our notes and just some things to note. So I'll start with some weird stuff. There is an awkward, quiet portion when the title menu music repeats. Just recommend you extend that. That was just like a start thing. Make auto mix the default. It was weird not being the default. Make it the... I like that you have the ability to turn it off. It needs to be the default. Allow recipes to be favorited / show them on screen for a brief period when introduced. So new players aren't overwhelmed with memorization. I think that's just gonna help. I think like right at the beginning, I was like, wait, what was the recipes? Oh god, we're adding something, and then I just like pull it up. I think if like a new one gets there, and when you pick it up, it's like briefly there until you do it like once, twice, or 3 times or something, and then it disappears. And then that can be like a hints on or off kind of thing. And I think that would be helpful, or having it where you can favorite recipes. That way, like as you're like, oh, I want to remember to do this recipe, or like it's like 5 recipes, you can like favorite, and then somewhere on the screen in a like semi, like probably like 50% transparency, they show up where you're able to adjust the name of it and then the recipe for it. I think that'd be really nice. You need clear round times / clear visualization for rounds. The number in the top right is not enough. Maybe a enemy count, a decreasing bar, etc. It's just like, yeah, it's just like each round just lasts really long or short. You're not really paying attention. It's not really clear when they start or end, which makes it a little weird. Maybe, yeah, there's a few other things that we can talk about with that as well. And then also rounds, bosses need to be more often, and difficulty needs to ramp up quicker. Recommend first boss at level 5, second at 15, third at 30, etc. I think that allows you to introduce those like bigger things earlier on, or in quicker ways, instead of it being every 20, because like I'd rather, by the time I get to 45 or 50, having gone through 4 bosses feels better than right now where I'm going through 2 bosses, because it's just so long. Clear route upgrades, make them the same shape as the ingredient. There's no reason not to. Mouse movement generally gets stuck or confusing and forces you to like really to pull it weird, pull it weird, and then like you end up missing. Recommend potentially just a click and release option where the bar auto goes back and forth. That way it's just like all you gotta do is mouse, and like you look and like you just let go at a certain point. I think that would be kind of easy. Clear enemies, early enemies like the rat is unclear if it is in the foreground or not. Some enemies like the shovel guy is confusing how he works, especially with walls. I still don't get that guy. He just like goes through walls sometimes and falls and downs. It's a little weird. Ghosts can be confusing, but they're not necessarily worth changing. I just think that they're a little confusing. There might be a way to make it better. I'm just not 100% sure. I feel like you get it, but it would definitely be better. Recommend making font bigger and more obvious for what weather actually does. It's easy to ignore / miss, or keep it up with the weather. Potential hint setting. So like if you had hints on, right, like going back to that idea, right, if you had like hints on, and like hints would be auto on the first playthrough every time, when you would like get a new potion, it would stay up until you actually use that potion. And then the like wind, when it would be like wind causes more birds to show up, that like would stay at the top the whole time that there's wind, at least for the first wind of that run. And then you could turn that off, or like it'd auto turn off after your first one, but you could always turn it back on if you wanted, which would be good. Demon card upgrade was confusing, especially since I thought Malo was the enemy because of my dumbness. Demon card upgrade was confusing. Wasn't really sure how to use all abilities, or if they were positive. Wasn't sure who Malo was. With this, I recommend a brief tutorial after getting the card with hint mode on, and early story to introduce your characters, because then I'd at least know who's who in the zoo, you know. XP bar, a little confusing. Recommend. There's two. Well, one, I recommend labeling it, and then XP moves from down enemies into the bar. Oh, it's like, it's gonna be a lot of animation. I think it might be worth it though, because then that way it's like a little bit clearer. So like bigger enemies, like when they die, they're like, they'll have like an energy that comes off their body and then into the XP bar, and that'll increase. And I think that'll make it really clear like how that's like infecting, and then it also gives you like a feeling good, which helps a lot. And then overall, recommend a starting area and profiles. This will allow additional interaction with the characters, provide a screen for high scores, a potential menu, a potential shop with perma upgrades or cosmetic upgrades, and an addition of a currency that can be used during the run, maybe from collecting special birds. That way, like, you have like an overall thing. Additionally, recommend a monster and potion, a monster lexicon and potion book to be kept in this screen to allow players to study and better understand runs. That way, like, any of these like enemies I'm having issues with, I'm able to go through, and then it's same with like the potions, I'm able to see it. Potion book will include gifs / short videos of spell being used. Lexicon will show monster movement, attack, and abilities as relevant. That way it's like, if I'm like, I really don't get these guys with the shovel, I can go into the lexicon, and then additionally potentially in-game achievements. That way it's good for if you move this game to the Switch, or you move it to the Epic Games Store, you meet all the requirements where your achievements are achievable on all platforms, not just Steam. And then that'll help as well, which will be good, especially because this is its genre as well right now. I'll post that link down below during the VOD, And if you guys are interested in the meantime while the VOD gets uploaded, let me know. But overall, that was Book and Horn. For those on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're going to be playing 2 more games today. For those that are watching this VOD on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you would grade this game the same, what things you saw that I missed. Leave a comment down below, let me know. And then, of course, if you're interested in playing this game, it's currently on itch, and you can get the link in the description below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.